Epic Dragons of Hyperchaos was released in October 2005. This set is a personal favorite of mine because it was the last set released before the first ever North American Continental Championships. It has an emphasis on various types of dragons and cards that support dragon archetypes, including some dragon evolutions that are among the most powerful creatures in the game. The Turbo Rush mechanic is also introduced here, in which creatures unlock new abilities after a shield is broken on that turn. Notable cards in this set include Soul Gala, Halo Guardian, Magma Dragon Jagalzor, Eureka Charger, Quixotic Hero Swine Snout, and one of the strongest forms of cheap discard ever printed, Cranium Clamp. In this series, both Michael Swartz and myself will be opening 24 booster packs, or one box, of a core Duel Masters booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each new episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of the episode. This is the Duel Masters Progression Series. Ooh, we back, baby, we did it. We're in the winner's circle, 4-3. That's not too bad of a score if I do say so myself. We in there, let's go. We're gonna spin the wheel today. What are we looking for? To be honest, probably the packs. That gives us a shot at getting 2 of like Apocalypse Vise, Hopeless Vortex, or Cryptic Totem. Whereas like if we just get a wild card rare, that's only a shot at 1 of them. We don't want 1. We're greedy. We want 2 of them. Let's go. Super rares, not very useful. Very rares, also not very useful. So let's just get the packs or the rares and get it over with. Let's spin this wheel. Come on, what are we gonna see? Where does the wheel stop? It's gonna be the packs. Yeah, it's gonna be the packs. Let's rip those 2 packs open and see what kind of goods we can get. 2 packs of Thunder Charge. What are we looking for? We're looking for Apocalypse Vise. We're looking for Hopeless Vortex. We're looking for Cryptic Totem. And I guess a super rare would be kind of funny. Let's get it. 2 packs. Pack number 1. Come on. Hopeless Vortex. I couldn't have asked for a better pack than that. That is insane. Okay, that's an extra Terror Pit on the record. I will take that. That's actually super good. Happy to see that. 1 more pack to go. What are we gonna get? Mediocre Evo. Not exactly what I wanted to see. But 1 Hopeless Vortex could be worse. Let's jump into the next packs where we're gonna be opening Epic Dragons of Hyperchaos.
Well, we're back again this week to open up 24 packs of Epic Dragons of Hyperchaos. In my opinion, this is actually one of the better sets that we got in the Duel Masters TCG. First off, the card pool was just really solid. It's got a nice mix of good utility spells, as well as these big, cool creatures that are actually a lot more playable than some of the beatstick creatures in the last couple sets, which for the most part have been pretty bad. So that's nice. Also, this set has pretty cool flavoring to it. It's got this dragon theme going on, and dragons are just cool in general. Anyways, what are we looking for from the opening in this set? So probably the main thing is some of the new Charger spells that get introduced in this set. In particular, Volcano Charger and Corpse Charger. These actually have some huge implications, especially for control decks. They have relevant effects that you want to be using, and they also have the dual purpose of accelerating your mana towards key plays like, for example, Lost Soul. Those are at the common slots. We are kind of expecting to pull a few of those. Other than that, Cranium Clamp is a really powerful discard spell in this set that's in the rare slot. Lastly, some of the big, like, flashy hollows in this set, very rares or super rares, are these big dragon creatures that were like on the edge of playability, and maybe for the progression series we might be able to get some use out of those. So that's what we're looking for. Anyways, let's just get right into it.
Alright, Scream Slicer Shadow of Fear is the rare. We put a Dragonoid or a creature that has Dragon its race into the battle zone, destroy the creature that has the highest power in the battle zone. If it's a tie, choose between the 2. So, like, it sounds okay, but, like, when you're playing that, if you're playing these dragons, they're supposed to be the strongest thing, and then they're just gonna die? You don't want that. Quixotic Hero Swine Snout is in this set, and it's actually a sick card I forgot to mention. Whenever you put another creature into the battle zone, it gets plus 3k until the end of the turn. So if you just play it and then like 2 1-drops, that thing is already like strong enough to go over anything on the opponent's side of the field.
First copy of Corpse Charger in the first pack. That's not bad. Soul Gala Halo Guardian is actually also a decent utility creature. It's a blocker that can attack and it's pretty cheap, so that's nice.
Oh, we got a very rare Aqua Ranger. It can't be blocked, and when it would be destroyed, put it to your hand instead. I mean, it's probably annoying to deal with in the Progression Series, actually, but for 6 mana, it's a little expensive. Eureka Charger is one of those cards that we're looking for. We gotta get a play set, so I'd like to see one early.
And now we have the first holo in pack 3. We get Emperor Quasla. This is a Cyberlord evolution. Its effect is when your opponent uses the shield trigger ability of one of their shields, draw 2 cards. Honestly, not very good, but it looks kind of cool.
Okay, we got the second Eureka Charger and Quixotic Hero, which isn't bad coming into pack 5. I guess, wait, shit. I opened up the other packs. So this is actually pack 3 because I opened 2 of the other packs. So I have to go to pack 26 today because I didn't close out. Okay, whatever. We got it. We got it. Okay, so 3 packs in only. Eureka Charger, Quixotic Hero, Swine Snout, not too bad. We get a low-cost Earth Dragon, which is... It's kind of got a scary effect that when you put it into the battle zone, your opponent may choose a creature in their hand and put it to the battle zone. But for having like a low-cost dragon is okay if we get the dragon evos. But are we gonna get them? I don't know.
And another super rare already. I don't know what this one does. When one of your shields would be broken, you may destroy this creature instead. Okay, that's not very good either. So not the holos we want to be seeing, but whatever, okay.
Okay, another very rare. This is a pretty good one. Kachua, Keeper of the Ice Gate. It's a bit on the expensive side, unfortunately, but it has a really powerful effect. You can tap it instead of attacking, and if you do, you search your deck for a creature that has dragon in its race and put it into the battle zone and give it speed attacker. But it dies at the end of the turn, but that's not really that bad when you get to just search out any dragon for any situation. Insane card if I pull good dragons.
Okay, in pack 5, we're getting a lot of holos apparently, but this one is actually a good holo. We have Magma Dragon Jigalzor. It has this new mechanic called Turbo Rush, which is an effect that basically activates if any of our other creatures break shields this turn. And this effect is quite good. It says each of your creatures at the battle zone has speed attacker. So basically, like in a lot of scenarios, this card can give all your creatures speed attacker, which is really good. And it's just on a 6,000 power double breaker body. Worth noting, this effect can also give itself speed attacker. So just really good card here. Probably the best holo in the set, quite honestly. So that's really good too. Second copy of Volcano Charger is also quite good.
Next up, Furious Onslaught. Until the end of the turn, each of your Dragonoids in the battle zone is an armor dragon in addition to its other races. Gets plus 4,000 power and has double breaker. I actually didn't even know this was a card, but actually it's kind of interesting because I got that Dragonoid Evo, so I could play a Dragonoid deck, but it's not good.
Okay, Cranium Clamp in pack 11 here. This was a rare, like I said earlier, so it wasn't a guarantee that we would pull this, but really glad to see it here. 4 mana, discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. This is just a really strong effect. Your opponent does get to choose them, unlike most of the other discard effects, but in this case that's not so relevant. It's just the raw card advantage that this gives you, and basically combined with like Locomotiver, you can just rip all the cards out of your opponent's hand. Really strong card. I'd like to see 1 or 2 more of these also.
Slap Happy Soldier Galback. It's got the Turbo Rush ability, which is like, but whenever it attacks, you may destroy an opponent's creature that has power 4,000 or less. Pretty decent, and I guess it's a Dragonoid. How is that not like a Mecha Xenoparts or whatever? Oh, I guess it is a dragon that's like carrying a giant backpack with that fist. That's kind of strange looking. Dragonoid deck is coming together apparently. Not that it's gonna ever be used.
And a very rare Kukai Finder of Karma. It's a Mecha Thunder evolution, which probably means it's bad. Okay, so it can block a lot. Yeah, really not what we want to be doing, though.
Furious Onslaught number 2, we're going to be playing Dragonoids, aren't we? We are going to be playing Dragonoids. Actually, here we have the first Volcano Charger. This is an uncommon, but another one that we really want to get a playset on.
Another very rare, once again, not a good one. This thing like gives all creatures Slayer, so that's something.
Aqua Bouncer number 2. It's one of those cards that's annoying to deal with, but I'm more excited about Volcano Charger in back-to-back packs. Let's go.
Alright, second copy of Cranium Clamp, and there is another Volcano Charger in here. I think I actually missed one earlier, but in any case, we have the full playset of these now, so that's good. And 2 Cranium Clamp. Honestly, even with nothing else, this is really all I could have asked for from this pack opening. You love to see that.
At this point, we're just looking for like the big high-end stuff. Give me some good supers. I haven't gotten a super yet. And speak of the devil, we got Nastasha, Channeler of Suns. Probably the worst super in the set. When one of your shields would be broken, you can destroy it instead. But like, I guess that's the same thing as a blocker in some sense. 7 cost 6,000. Like, it's not strong enough to get me excited whatsoever.
We're getting a lot of quite bad hollows, unfortunately. This one is Aqua Ranger. It's kind of like Aqua Knight, like a similar effect to that, except this is more expensive, but it can't be blocked. Really not worth playing, quite honestly. We are getting a lot of hollows, but not the ones we want. We do get Corpse Charger, however, though, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, we're getting these Dragonoids. We're gonna be playing Dragonoids, aren't we? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A Kriston Lair Dweller. When this creature would be destroyed, you make a creature that has Dragon from its race in your hand into the battle zone. It's a little weird, but it's a Dragonoid. We're playing Dragonoids.
Alright, this one's actually good. Second copy of Magma Dragon Jagalzor. I don't know what deck we'd be playing that actually does want this, but there's a lot of decks that might want this, so it's good to have this in our back pocket. Also, this is the third copy of Cranium Clamp, so I'm predicting there's going to be a lot of discarding cards out of Ben's hand in the future.
No, we get another super rare, but it's the worst one. 2 of the worst supers. We have had the worst luck on super rares ever in the past 2 sets.
Second Kukai Finder of Karma. There's a lot of these very rares we've gotten that just aren't very good. But anyways, let's just hop into the last pack, see what we can get. And another Aqua Ranger.
Now, it does say we have open 24 packs, but that is including the 2 packs I spun on the bonus wheel, so we do get 2 more packs. Let's open them up. Nothing exciting here. Can we finish it up with last pack magic? I don't think there's anything left in this set. Yeah, it's not great, but you couldn't have asked for that much more. I would have liked to see like a Magma Dragon Jagalzor or something like that, but we gotta make do with what we got. We got some okay stuff. Let's put it into OCTGN and brew up something nice for this episode.
Okay, so here's the deck we're taking to today's episode. Yes, we are playing Darkwater Fire Duel Master of Death. Could this backfire horribly? Yes, it could, but I'm going to do it anyways. I will say there is a real strategic reason why I decided to run a deck like this, albeit possibly a shaky one. So if we think about the past few episodes, Ben has really been relying on like conditional removal spells in order to get his advantage. Mostly out of necessity because this is limited, but that's what he's been doing. He's been playing spells like, for example, Burst Shot, which requires me to have a lot of low power creatures on the battlefield, or things like Screaming Sunburst, which requires Ben to have creatures on the battlefield, and they have to be bigger than the creatures I'm playing in order for it to be good. So if that's the strategy Ben is running with, one potential way for us to counter that is by just running a bunch of creatures that are bigger than all of Ben's creatures. And so that's sort of the general theory behind this. Also, I really hope Ben doesn't decide to switch things up and play something like a rush deck this week, because that could go quite badly for us. But regardless, I think this has been good in testing, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. But so anyways, that's sort of the deck. We've got big Demon Command-like things at the top end, trying to win the game with Ballroom, and the rest of the deck is just sort of Darkwater Fire control things that are either trying to restrict Ben's resources as much as possible, or are trying to draw us more cards in order to find any of our big Demon Commands. We have 2 Bloody Squeedo for our early blockers. Next we have 2 Horrid Worm. First off, because Ballroom also kills our own non-darkness creatures, we just want as many darkness creatures as possible in this deck, and so Horrid Worm fits the bill there. It's also cheap and is actually quite good against rush decks. For example, we can play this on turn 3, get some board presence to kill early creatures that Ben might have, and if he's on rush, like discard Pyrofighter Magnus out of his hand or something. Next we have, for our draw power, we have 2 Aqua Hulkus, 1 Energy Stream, 1 Brain Serum, 2 Eureka Charger. This is one of the new Charger spells. It just draws us 1 card and then goes to our mana zone. So it cycles itself and acts as mana ramp, basically. And then we have 1 Crystal Memory, which lets us tutor whatever we need. Mostly we have this because we want to be able to tutor out Ballroom when we want to play it. Next we have 2 Thrash Crawler. This actually, I think, plays a really key role in this deck in particular. So we have a lot of these big, expensive demon commands in this deck, and we really don't want to keep these around in our hand when we'd rather be doing things like Locomotive or whatever. And so this gives us the freedom to sort of throw some of our bigger cards into the mana zone when we don't really have the ability to use them, and then this lets us grab them later in the game when we can use them. Next we have 1 Corpse Charger. This is another Charger spell, and this is important for sort of a similar reason that Thrash Crawler is. Ben has also been playing like a lot of discard, and so I'm worried about some of our demon commands getting discarded out of our hand. Corpse Charger gives us one way to get those back, so that's quite nice. Next we have the suite of 4 mana discard cards. First we have 4 Locomotiver, nothing new there. But next we have 3 Cranium Clamp, which is a new card. It's pretty self-explanatory why this is good. Just 4 mana, force our opponent to discard 2 cards from their hand. Next we have 2 Volcano Charger. Again, just it's a good effect that we want to be playing, and it ramps us towards our big endgame plays, so this is really good. Also, I think this is going to be important because it's one of our easiest ways to kill Mystery as Sonic Guardian, for example. Next we have 2 Tornado Flame, 3 Corile. This actually isn't as good as you would think in this deck, I don't think, but it's just, it is still pretty good, just not amazing, so we are still running 3 of it. Next we have 3 Burst Shot. Honestly, I don't really want to be running this, but we do need some shield triggers in case Ben is on a rush deck, and so this is what these are in there for. If he's not on rush, we can just throw these to mana. Next we have 2 Terror Pit, and then after this we have a ton of cards which are mostly demon commands to support Duel Masters of Death. First we have 1 Photoside Lord of the Wastes. This is a 5 mana huge creature that can attack untapped light creatures. And you'll notice, actually, most of Ben's recent decks have been light creatures. And so, believe it or not, I was actually going to play this even if I wasn't doing some janky demon command strategy, because Ben has mostly been playing a lot of light cards. And if we're expecting our opponent to have light, this card is just really, really good. It can attack Mist Riaz and kill it. It can attack Magris and kill it. It can attack Psyforce Aurora Elemental and kill it. You name it. So just a really solid card here. I wish we had more of them, quite honestly, but we only pulled the 1. Next we have 3 Zorvaz the Bone Crusher. There's 2 things here. First off, it's an 8,000 power blocker. Second off, it's a demon command. It does have the Bloody Squeedo-like effect where it gets destroyed after any battle that it has, but again, this is just one of the cheapest demon commands in the game actually, so that's really good with Ballroom. And it's actually a blocker that can block both Twin Cannon Sky Terror and Psyforce. Next we have 2 Vashuna Sword Dancer. This is just, again, cheap demon command that's a double breaker. We also have 1 Zagan Knight of Darkness, which is in here for basically the same reason. Lastly, in the demon commands, we have 1 Gamil Knight of Hatred. This is just a decent utility demon command. It has the effect that when it attacks, we can return a darkness creature from our graveyard to our hand. So this is just another way to get, like, Ballrooms back if Ben discards them, in addition to the fact that this is a demon command itself. Next, we have a card I never thought I was going to play ever, but we have one King Aqua Kamui, and the main reason this is in here is the first line of text. When you put this creature into the battle zone, you can return all angel commands and all demon commands from your graveyard to your hand. And so again, the general idea here is Ben only has limited ways to deal with these huge threats. And so this just gives us a way to, like, say he discards a few of them and kills one or two of them with a Terror Pit or whatever. In the late game, we can just slap down King Aqua Kamui, get 3 or 4 demon commands back from our graveyard, and start playing them all over again. If Ben isn't in a dominant position already, this is probably going to give us enough to push ourselves over the top. Next, we have one Epic Dragon. This is just a really good card and is worth running here, even though it isn't quite in line with the Demon Command theme, and the fact that it returns to our hand means it's actually protected from our own Balooms, because it's going to be in our hands and not on the field. And then lastly, we have 2 Balloon Master of Death, really powerful Demon Command evolution, which is sort of why we're running this strategy at all. When we put it into the battle zone, destroy all creatures except darkness creatures, which hopefully will be most of Ben's field. That's the deck. It's a lot of fun. I think it is reasonably powerful, and I hope it performs well in the actual games today.
This is the deck I will be bringing to today's duel. I'm kind of pulling a little bit of a Michael here, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I didn't have that much time to test this week. So a few of the new creative builds I was working on just didn't have enough time to become as polished as I would have liked them to be. So I decided to just go back to my tried and true, the same thing I won with last week, but with a few minor tweaks based on the news cards that I picked up in my Epic Dragons of Hyperchaos opening, as well as from my spin on the wheel. The majority of this deck is almost the exact same thing I played last week. It's a light dark fire, spell focused. Maybe you would call it Fall Ego control. Maybe you call it spell control. Maybe you just call it light control. Whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. We're coming in with pretty much the same lineup of blockers, but I really don't expect him to be playing Rush after I played this deck against him last week, because he saw I was running the 4 Magma Rex, the 4 burst shots. So I think he might be a little scared to switch over to Rush, so I think he's probably going to stick around with some kind of control build. So I actually dropped one of the Sarius and instead opted for another Canicel the Explorer, because this is going to be another stronger blocker that's going to take more out of Apocalypse Vise, and it's going to be safe to Searing Waves and all kinds of other mass removal. The Magris are the exact same, Locomotiver is the same, Mr. Riaz, of course he's the same. I'm not going to... You really think I'm going to come into the Progression Series and not play 4 Mysterias? You're out of your mind. I'm playing 4 of them every time. Let's go. 1 Fall Ego, of course. I don't think Michael's going to be coming in with a Rush deck, like I said, so I dropped down to 3 Magma Rex instead of 4. It's still a pretty strong card in most matchups because there's a lot of good 1000 power creatures out there. And even in the new set, there are a few 1000 power creatures that are a little bit scary, so I think it is nice to keep him in there. It's not a completely dead draw in any matchup, I don't think, but it's not ideal in control. So I wanted to keep it a little bit lower, but keep my shield trigger count high just in case. Phorobos, of course, search my deck for spells, because this deck is running a lot of one-of spells, so it's going to be really important to get that search on. More on that later. The 1 Grandeur, of course, super powerful blocker, and this thing is honestly so good for me because it pretty much stuffs Bazagazeel Dragon and makes it so that card is unplayable. Baza is pretty darn strong, and now that we've got Corpse Charger coming in, even if I discard it, he can get it back in the late game. But if I can stick Grandeur on the field, the Baza means absolutely nothing, and I'm going to be looking pretty good. 3 Ray Bill, Seeker of Archery. This card was so clutch last time, and honestly, it's amazing against control. You would think that it's bad because it's going to get Core-Iled or whatever, but honestly, there's such limited removal in the Progression Series. I only have to worry about 2 Terror Pits and 4 Core-Isles, and after that, it's there's not that much else. Michael only pulled 1 Hopeless Vortex. He does have the Apocalypse Vises, but this is not the thing that you want to be Apocalypse Vising. You want to be hitting a big field, and when this thing is on the field, the Apocalypse Vise can't hit the rest of the field, essentially. So that's why I'm going to be running with this. It's a really strong card that's, at least in this light-oriented build, I think it's going to be great. 2 copies of Psyforce. This is going to be super good because, like I said before, I'm running a lot of one-of spells, and this helps keep it consistent. And on top of that, we have Chargers, so this is going to let us reuse the Chargers. More on that in a second. I dropped down to 1 Ghost Touch. Now, I'm using a lot of ways to search out, recycle, and reuse my spells, so I thought just one was fine. Honestly, against control, I'm going to be focused a lot more on getting Lost Soul anyways. And in a lot of the recent matches where I've been playing discard-oriented decks, I've just gotten top decked a Lost Soul in the mid to late game, and then played it and only got rid of a Bloody Squeedo or something. Michael really likes to just bluff on bad cards to keep in his hand, just because he knows I keep spamming these low cost discard spells. So this time I'm not gonna take the bait, and I'm just gonna run with the 1 Ghost Touch. I also have the 2 Logic Cube coming in, which will help me search it out. Play the Logic Cube and then get the 1 discard for 5 mana if I know he searched out a Crystal Memory to get Lost Soul that's gonna wipe my hand, and I have the Logic Cube, but I can't afford to Logic Cube Lost Soul to 1 card or whatever. It's pretty niche, but it's gonna work out. Logic Cube is gonna be super good because I have so many variety of spells to play that it's just a good card overall, and it lets me keep it consistent even if I'm only playing 1-ofs in my other spells. 2 Screaming Sunburst, it's a fantastic card in this deck. I actually want to run more, but just because I have so many ways to recycle and reuse the spells, I think 2 is going to be just enough. And it can be a dead draw in a few matchups, and even at certain points in the game, you just do not want to be drawing this, so I'm pretty comfortable with 2. I also have the 1 Bonds of Justice as the extra shield trigger that's my pseudo holy awe, and it can work like Screaming Sunburst if I do have the blockers on the field, like the Psyforce, the Granger, and my cracked little 4000 guys if they're juiced up by Ray Bill. It can still work pretty well. We're running with the 1 Corpse Charger. It's pretty solid, but again, it's one of the kind of card where it can be a dead draw so often that I'd rather just keep it at 1 and then reserve it as one of the cards that I search out with Logic Cube to reuse when I need it, or take it up with Psyforce from the Mana Zone. 2 Volcano Chargers is going to be really good against rush decks, and just the fact that it's a charger, it can be super good against control to get rid of an Aqua Hocus, ramp me up, and get me to Lost Soul earlier. So it's going to be really important. I didn't want to run too many though, because again, it can be a bad draw in certain situations. Same thing with the 1 Diamond Cutter. Search it out when you need it, but you don't want it most of the time. But when you do need it, it's insane. I did pick up 1 more Hopeless Vortex, so now I have just 3 spot removals, which is pretty sick because I felt like for so long I didn't really have it. So this deck looks pretty solid on removal. And of course, the Burst Shots and the Apocalypse Vise to wipe out the board. Super good against rush. Even against control, they run a lot of weenies. Clear it out, and I am gonna be golden. And of course, we're running with the 2 Lost Souls. Racing to Lost Soul in a control mirror is really important, so I gotta make sure I have them. I can search it out with Phorboss, I can search it out with Logic Cube, so even though I only have 2, it's really consistent to get on turn 7 almost every game. I think this deck is going to be really strong no matter what Michael plays, but I do get the feeling he's going to go back to his tried and true Dark Water Fire control, and I think I will have a very strong matchup there. Let's see what he's bringing in, and let's even up the score. Welcome everybody to Epic Dragons of Hyperchaos. We're ready to get this show on the road. Are you ready, Michael?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're gonna do the classic tradition and look at the decks. I'm seeing 45 cards for your deck.
I see you're not on 40 cards, which makes me happy.
It was close to being a 40 card, I won't lie.
Well, you probably would have won if you loaded up some 40 card rush tag.
Oh god, that terrifies me. I was thinking about it, but like, I don't know. There is in the last episode, I was like, you know what? There's like Magma Rexes going around. Like, is this the episode to do it? Probably not. Or maybe I'm playing a 52 card rush deck. You never know. You never know.
Well, that'll probably win also, quite honestly.
All right. Well, let's just roll this dice and see who gets the honors of the honors of poozing. I almost said the honors of choosing, because I was gonna say pick and then choose.
That's the word you're looking for.
The honor of choosing first or second. All right, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, roll. I lose again.
Continues. I think I'll go second this time.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's shuffle these bad boys up and let's get this show on the road.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna set up Battle Zone. So I will be playing first this time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna. I was just talking about him. Here he goes, Magma Rex.
There's the Magma Rex.
He's back. And you can go ahead. I'm not gonna drop the Deadly Fighter Braid Claw after summoning Magma Rex.
OCTGN thinks it's my turn already, apparently. Yeah, that would be... Don't really run Magma Rex in the same deck as Deadly Fighter Braid Claw, do you?
No, probably not. As if there weren't already other giveaways that I wasn't running Deadly Fighter.
Of course.
But actually, I will tell you, I will not lie to you. I did build a Dragonoid deck to test.
Oh my god.
Because I got the Evo, and then there was like some Dragonoid support in that set, but it was garbage. It's bad. It's not
I
even
think
good.
I got it too, and I was like, this is worthless, and never thought about it again. Anyways, I'll send Baza to mana and...
Okay, yep, another familiar face.
Yep.
I kind of figured he would be in there. All right, so I'm not really worried about getting rushed down, so I feel pretty safe throwing my Sarius to mana and passing turn back.
That's fair. Now is when the dilemmas start.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Usually it's like turn 1, but like we've had pretty straightforward. This goes to mana.
Okay, I'll go with the same philosophy as you. I'll send Bloody Squeedo to mana. Go ahead.
I'm gonna draw a card. I'm just gonna keep the philosophy going. Senatine Jade Tree.
Alright, that's fair.
Now you just slap down the rush cards and I cry.
Yeah, now the rest of my hand is just Pyro Fighter Magnus. 6 of them.
Oh god.
Yeah, okay. And Core Isle to mana and end.
Alright. We're getting somewhere now, I think we're gonna do this. I kind of don't want to do this, but I'll do it anyways. I'm gonna put my Hopeless Vortex to mana.
What is he gonna hit? What is he gonna hit? Oh, it's a Magris.
No. It's just a Magris this time.
Okay. I was panicking
for
a second.
There's no praying for locomotives just yet.
Okay, well, there will be. It's just from the other side of the board.
Oh yeah.
We'll send that to mana, and yeah, we'll just get out a locomotiver here. We get a hit here.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. He's back.
He's back. The Seeker of Archery.
And that's it from me.
I'm bringing him out. I'm bringing out the boy. Mr. Riaz.
Alright. Okay. We can work with this. We'll send Burst Shot to mana.
Yeah.
We'll play a new card here.
Volcano Charger?
Volcano Charger. Yep,
Ooh,
you got it.
It's good. I like that
Straight
card.
to the mana zone with that card.
Yeah.
And, go ahead.
I get the feeling that there is a very particular card coming my way that may cost 7 mana. But what if the joke is on you and then I'm just gonna play another Mystery and make you Volcano Charger this? You don't want a Lost Soul of 1 card hand anyways.
We'll draw. Oh my lord. I'm sorry, I'm dying over here. You'll see why in a second.
Uh-oh. I don't know where this is going.
Alright, I guess the jig is up here. We're gonna send Zorvaz the Bone Crusher to mana. And we're gonna play Gamil, Knight of Hatred.
Oh, the jig is up. The jig is up.
The jig is up already.
Oh god, okay, well, I'm gonna draw my card with Mysterias.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna read what Gamil, Knight of Hatred even does. Alright, whenever this creature attacks, you can return a darkness creature from your graveyard to your hand. Oh god, okay, well.
I'm up to some things over here.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna pray it's Lost Soul. Please! Okay.
Don't like how you just said okay there.
I mean, it's Diamond Cutter to mana, and we were talking about praying earlier. Oh god, please, please, please.
Oh jeez.
Please, please, please. Get it! No, it's a Thrash Crawler! But I get to draw a card, so it's okay.
That is true.
Go ahead, hit me with it. Hit me. You deserve it. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you're bluffing the whole time. Maybe you don't even have it.
I mean, If you're running Camille Knight of Hatred, there's probably a reason you're running that card.
Yeah, but is it coming on this turn?
I really don't want to send this other card to Matt. How do we want to do this? Okay, we're doing it.
Is there like
We'll send King Aqua Kamui to the mana zone. We're tapping 8 mana here. We are going to evolve Camille Knight of Hatred into Duel Master of Death.
Yeah, he's pretty strong. I am gonna draw my consolation card with Mr. Rios.
Yeah, just draw as much as you want. There's only one Terror Pit in your deck.
Yeah, that is true. And Apocalypse Vise does not hit this guy.
If you get it, I'm really out of gas though, but I don't think I can sit around right now. So Ballroom's gonna hit 2 shields, say 1 and 2.
So shield 1, shield 2.
Got him.
Alright.
Ignore those reticules that are just looking awkward here.
Let's see. You know what? It's really depressing, but I want some presents on the board. I'll locomotive your
that's
0
fair.
card hand.
There we go.
I
Alright.
need the presents.
And then there's an argument towards waiting, but you're probably gonna kill. Like, you can almost definitely kill the locomotiver. So I guess we get in with the locomotiver also.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's back.
Okay. I'm getting locomotiver. I mean, this is a 2-turn clock here.
Yeah, it is. That is true.
Anyway, your go.
Draw a card. Oh, that is absolutely not the card I wanted to see. That instantly goes to Mango. All right. Well, this is a clock, but I can buy a little bit of time. And by buy a little bit of time, I mean I can play Magris and hope to God I can draw something. Okay, because I feel like I need some specific cards right now, and I could I could start going in with my guys. So how do I want to do it? I think I probably do want to go in, but if I do go in and get like burst shotted, I guess that kind of stinks. No, if I'm gonna do this, I have to. No, I have to. I have to put out the blocker. I gotta put the blocker down instead. Because I'm looking, you have fire, you've got Baza, like, I'm sure there's twin cannons in there. This appears to be a very top-heavy deck.
Oh, there's a reason I was saying I hope you weren't playing Rush.
Alright,
Okay.
well, we're gonna trade the locomotivers
Trade the
first.
locomotivers, that's
But now I have
fair.
to think about, like, do I want to go in? Because you don't have any cards right now, and I'd be giving you something. But, like, the Ballroom Clock, when I have 1 Terror Pit in my deck, and I have, what, 30 cards left? So, like, what are the odds it's in my shields versus in my deck? Not very great, but I have to do something. If I break 2 shields, I still can't win on my next turn, but I'm giving you stuff. I do have a blocker on board. I feel like you'll get removal or something. It also kind of stinks if you get shield trigger creatures. This is such a weird game. This Ballroom is throwing a wrench in it. I feel like I need to do something, right? No, there's not enough removal in my deck left to sit around like a duck. We're going in.
I will say that exact reason is like why I decided to play this in the first place. Well, hey, this happened to you also.
Oh my god,
So-
yep. But at least you get to discard something. And you get some presents on the board.
Yeah.
My
And,
lost soul.
I haven't looked at. Or oh wait, that was not a double breaker. Never mind.
No. If my Locomotive was a double breaker, I wish. Alright, I feel like I'm going to stop there now that you have a creature on board, because if you get removal,
Yeah,
then I'm praying. And I don't like that. I'll give you less chances.
Okay. Oh, that is removal. You can't. Well, you could win with like a trigger and twin cannon. But is there any reason to play around that? We weren't running twin cannon last week, I don't think. So let's just
I was
hope you're not on it this week. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Terror Pit the blocker.
Yep, it's prey time. It's prey time. Please,
And-
please.
Go in at the last 2 shields here.
Not that one. Oh my god. It's nothing.
What is it? It's nothing.
All right, you got it. You got it.
We'll go in.
Jeez, the Balloon is too
Master of
good.
Death takes it home.
How can I beat him? Now I'm stuck though with the decision of do I want to go first or second? I feel like in that deck, it revolves on like a combo, so I want you to have less cards, so I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, okay.
And hopefully I can stop the combo before it becomes a problem.
Oh, there's no reason to hide what's going on now. We'll just send Camille Knight of Hatred straight to the mana zone.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Alright. I will draw a card. Well, there's a good old friend that's been my mana turn one with this deck every single game, I think.
I guess we'll send Bloody Squeedo to mana now and end.
Yep, I will draw a card. I will contemplate my decision, and then I will put Canistel the Explorer to mana and end my turn.
I don't know what to send to mana. Yes I do. Yes I do. It's Tornado Flame, and yeah, we will run out Horrid Worm.
Okay, okay.
End the turn.
I'll draw a card. Which do I want to do? No, I know what I want to do. I'll put the Screaming Sunburst to mana and end my turn.
Right.
Is it like a low-key, like I'm playing Screaming Sunburst, you're playing Ballroom? It's kind of a sick matchup.
That's true, actually. Now this is... I do have a decision here, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. We will send Brain Serum to mana.
Okay.
And we'll run out a Locomotiver.
Yep.
Discarding Rebuild Seeker of
Wait,
Archery.
Is that what it was
again.
last time?
That's what it was last
God.
time too, yeah. Although actually we're going to attack with Horrid Worm though.
So I will random discard the Psyforce.
That's not bad too.
Alright, let's see if I get... Do I get lucky today? I do not.
Alright,
It would have
and
been really nice
go,
to get
then.
the Magmarex right there.
That would have been quite good.
I'm gonna put Fall Ega to mana. And we're gonna run out of Magris to draw a card.
Alright, that's fair.
And then you can go ahead.
Oh man, this is an interesting one. Oh man. I think...
Thinking about Core Isling me and just going all in? Playing a Rush deck?
I've got several options actually. I'm scrolling up in the chat to see if you played Searing Wave last game, and I don't think you did.
I did not play it last game. Not that it would have done anything last game, but...
True, but one of my plays Searing Wave is kind of a blowout on.
I'm looking at my mana zone right now, and I won't lie, I kind of regret putting that Canistel the Explorer down there. I wasn't ready for Horrid Worm Rush.
To be fair, this deck isn't really supposed to be Horrid Worm Rush. I just got a weird draw here. Is this... you know, okay. You're playing a light deck. I think this is just too threatening not to play. But we're gonna play Photoside Lord of the Wastes here.
Okay, okay.
And we don't really want to attack, so go ahead.
Alright. I'll draw a card.
God, I hate sending that energy stream to mana, though.
Yeah, that does kind of suck. I really, I didn't want to have to do this, but I think I do. Because Photoside is pretty good.
Photoside... So actually, the reason I'm even playing this Ballroom stuff to begin with, I decided already I was going to play Photoside no matter what, even if it was just a normal Darkwater Fire deck. And I was just like, you know what happens if we just go all the way?
I mean, so far it's working out. It's got me in a pickle here. You're sitting on a one-card hand, and I really was wanting to Ghost Touch it, but I need the Darkness mana because I cannot let that sit on the field.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm gonna Hopeless Vortex the Photoside, and I'll end my turn.
Alright.
When you dropped the Photoside, I was low-key a little terrified of the Horrid Worm discarding out my Darkness mana combo, and just being stuck with a Hopeless Vortex that I couldn't play.
No, the hope was to just lock you down, obviously.
Yeah,
but
it definitely can.
Now what do we do? I guess we just do this. I mean, you're gonna take over the game quite shortly. I think we just go for it here. I did also have the Chlorile.
Yep.
We'll get your Magma Rex off the board.
My Magris.
Magris, yeah.
Yeah.
Horrid Worm will go in and discard a card out of that hand.
No!
Oh, let's go. Okay.
It like lagged. I clicked it and I'm like waiting for it. And I'm like, what's happening? Is it the burst shot? It was. All right.
No burst shot in the shield zone.
Right.
That's all I want.
Yeah, no burst shot in the first shield.
And Locomotiver will go in at the next one.
This is the exact same thing as last game. I need the presence on the board.
Yeah.
So I'm putting them out.
I mean, if you did nothing, you were losing next turn. So
Yeah.
this guarantees that's not gonna happen.
Yep. But it does make it a little awkward if I top deck another burst shot. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna draw. Oh wait, I can't top deck the burst shot. It's the Magris. I'm an idiot.
Right.
Alright. I'm gonna play it to mana.
Okay.
I'm gonna run out a blocker.
That's fair.
And then I'm gonna suicide with the
Alright.
logos. And then I'll end the turn. I feel like you have so many cards that you could draw right now, they're just kind of dead, so... It doesn't appear to be one of them.
This one's pretty good, though. We'll
That's not bad.
Locomotiver. Okay. Like to hit that out of the hand. And discard the last card out, but, like, I don't really... Like, the worst case would be Psyforce, and, like, I think I already discarded one, unless that was last. No. One Psyforce is gone, and, like, I'd be losing my creature to do so. But yeah, go ahead.
Alright, well, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play a card to mana, and I'm gonna instantly tap 7 for the Psyforce.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take back Screaming
you got it.
First.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn. You're just like, oh, the worst thing could be is a Psyforce. You're thinking about attacking.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, don't attack.
Well, I mean, send that mana. We're gonna lose most of our board if we don't do this, so I think we sort of have to attack a shield with the Horrid Worm just to get the Screaming Sunburst out, and then try and make something happen from here. So yeah, go ahead.
I will draw. I will end.
We're not running Chlorile, so don't really see a reason why I should be scared to run out Zorvaz the Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That is a demon command. Okay, I like to see this. This will probably help. I'm gonna run out of Miss Riaz. I will see if you top deck the removal again.
Alright. Removal off the top.
Oh, it wasn't instantly slapped down. That's a good sign.
So we are gonna kill the Mist Riaz, but like Terrapin is not really what we want to be using on Mist Riaz. But
yeah,
I think
probably not.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Go ahead.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna draw. You have 7 mana? Okay,
Yeah.
so even if you top deck the Ballum, you can't play it, so I'll just run out a blocker. I need to feel a little bit safer here.
Yeah, I think we send this out. We'll run out Vashuna Sword Dancer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He's 7k power, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna keep running out blockers, I guess.
Alright. I've got... I'll draw Ballum eventually. Oh, what are you holding in your hand? I kind of want to play this, but you know, I think we just want to activate our Ballum draws here, so we will send a new card to mana, which is Cranium Clamp.
Ooh, okay. That's a pretty strong one.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a thing that I did not think that I would be considering.
Oh, jeez.
But I'm not gonna lie, the thought of you just top decking a Ballum is so scary that I can't imagine a world that I don't do this. I'm gonna actually... Wait, no, I'm an idiot. I can't do that. No, I'm an idiot.
You have, like, Twin Cannon or something, but you can't play it because you took up a mana.
I would like to have 1 more mana right now.
Okay. You could be running Eris Flight Elemental, I guess.
I could be.
That's a card. I haven't really been... I guess last episode I was leaning into darkness a bit.
I mean, you know what? If you top deck the Ballum, you top deck the Ballum. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
You just passed?
Yeah.
Okay. That... That is not a ballroom.
Thank goodness.
Go ahead.
I need to get something going here before you get something going. But it's just not quite there. Alright, I have to think about what you would have held. What could it have been? I actually have no idea what it could have been. Actually, I have a pretty good idea what it could have been. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I have a much better idea of what it could have been. It probably could have been a volcano charger or something like that. Alright. I'm like, yeah, if it was like a burst shot, you would have just played it to mana. I was like, look at Tornado Flame. I'm like, if you had a Tornado Flame, you could have just killed one of my guys. But alright, I'm guessing it was probably a volcano charger. I guess even if it is, I probably want to do it anyways. I'll run out the Mystery Oz. Go ahead.
Alright. Well, this is an interesting one. Obviously wasn't volcano charger.
Yeah, if it was, I feel like it would have came down pretty quick.
God, I don't know. This is so hard. No. Things are going to get out of hand way too quickly here. We're just going to do the casual 3-for-1 ourselves here and play burst shot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So wait, you lost, what did you lose?
I lost
Locomotive or Corile?
Locomotive,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, fair play. I dig it.
It was burst shot that I held, but I was actually just like, okay, this is locomotive or bait. We're just gonna keep this in our hand and get him to waste his discard on it. But then you played Mist Riaz, and I was like, we have to kill that. I kind of think we did. So go ahead. My theory is also like, I draw a Ballroom, I'm probably gonna win. I don't want you to accelerate your own game plan before that happens. And like,
Yeah,
I don't really
not.
care that much about Corile and Locomotive or dying.
Yeah, they don't really mean anything. It comes down to you getting the Ballroom, which I'm trying to do something before you get that, but we're just not there. I'll just play mana and pass and hope it doesn't happen.
Alright. But anyways, we don't have the Ballroom yet, so we're gonna Locomotive you.
Yep.
Hit. Lost Soul, okay. Whatever.
I was hoping to like it while you had 7 mana, like you were gonna draw the Ballroom and then I could Lost Soul it, but
yeah, no,
it
that
didn't
makes
work out.
sense. Go ahead.
Draw. Run out. Spacey boy. Go ahead.
Okay, that's fair.
No Ballroom, no Ballroom, no Ballroom.
No reason not to run this out. You're not on like Invincible Abyss or something. Just run out another 8k blocker. We are also entering the realm where like Diamond Cutter starts to get a bit spooky.
That is true.
Is it? I feel like I saw Diamond Cutter already, but I think it was last game. Yeah, there's nothing in your graveyard, so I don't know where Diamond Cutter is. Go ahead.
Alright, well, we're gonna Volcano Charger on the Locomotiver.
That's fair.
First and foremost. Then I guess I should do this now. This was what I wanted to do a long time ago, but actually, the Zorvaz, the Bone Crusher, it, like, kind of messed me up a little bit. I'm gonna Bonds of Justice.
Okay, so that doesn't tap blockers.
Right.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I could play this and wipe all your demon commands out because I can
Yeah.
run my initiates into your Zorvaz and kill
right,
it.
but it
But I'm
doesn't
like, wait a
actually
minute.
tap them.
Yeah, it like doesn't get tapped, and like then I couldn't suicide the Psyforce into the Vishuna because you would just block it. But
Right.
now I could Granger into the Vishuna.
Question is, do we want to block this? I think we do want to block this actually. So yeah, block with Zorvaz. Zorvaz dies.
Alright. Now I could try to keep going with the Psyforce, but a Psyforce for a Zorvaz doesn't quite feel worth it yet. So I'll let you top deck the Ballroom.
All right. That's not a Ballroom, but it is another chance at a Ballroom. We're gonna play Eureka Charger,
okay.
and we will pass. Oh, I guess it's not passing since you know what I mean.
Yeah,
End the
you'll
turn there.
End the turn. I too shall pass.
All right. Oh, now is the time, I think.
No!
We're gonna tap 8 mana here.
Dang it! I knew it was
gonna
coming
play-
eventually.
Olu Master of Death. On,
Yep.
there we
There
go.
he
On
is.
the Zorvaz, the Bone Crusher.
No!
The Shuna's gonna go in for 2 shields.
Oh, come on, Terror Pit. Come on, Terror Pit. And it's Burst Shot!
Let's
No!
go.
I can't stop the ball.
Baza in hand also.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He's
man,
too good.
I can't believe Balloon pulled it through.
Dude, he shits on my deck. What can I do to stop him?
Ugh.
How far down? I need to go 3 more turns before I could get a 4-boast to search out. I really needed Screaming Sunburst.
Okay. My head was actually kind of cracked here. I also was holding on to this guy.
Oh my god, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You had to get the guys back.
Yeah. When I saw this, I thought it was bad, but like actually thinking about it in the context of what I'm trying to do here, it's like really good actually.
Alright, well, you know what needs to happen? You need to like show me this deck because I'm so curious right now.
Alright, it's honestly, it's really just Dark Water Fire control with demon commands at the top end.
Alright, so let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, I was actually really close to running Rush this week, which it looks like it probably would have worked out insanely well.
So this deck can beat Rush, but like it really needs to high roll in order to do so.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
That is not the matchup I wanted to see.
I was close, but like I just felt like last week, you had the Magmarexes, I had the Magmarex. There was just so much mass removal and stuff, like I couldn't justify going into Rush just yet. It was missing a couple key cards.
Right,
oh my god! Zagan, Knight of Darkness!
Yes.
He's not bad. Alright, so let's see this Demon Command lineup.
Here's the deck.
Alright, so you got the... Alright, so the low-cost blockers, that's fine. Just the 2 Aqua Hulkus.
Yeah, so I wanted to keep the card count low, and like when you're running Balloob, you're really incentivized to not run creatures that aren't darkness, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, like if you think about it, in the decks I've been playing, like I'm playing all light to synergize with my Screaming Sunburst. So like the only thing it's not gonna kill is my Locomotivers, but are you worried about a Locomotiver? Absolutely not. You got the 1 Corpse Charger, get stuff back. The King Aqua Kamu.
Dude, this is low key. So I tested against a deck similar to this. It probably wasn't exactly this, but like because I have like 4 Locomotivers and 3 Cranium Clamps, like almost every match went into a top decade war really quickly, and so then like
I was gonna say like as you could see from the game we just played, like the top decking war, like because I don't have that much removal, it was just an inevitability that Balloon was gonna hit at some point.
That was the theory. Like early game plays similar to Dark Water Fire control, kind of like just discard all the stuff from your hand and make us both start top decking, and just start slapping down Demon Command after Demon Command. Hope you don't have the resources to deal with it.
Yeah, what I really need, like, if I wanted to win against this deck, like, I bet this deck has a really solid matchup against mine. I think in order to win, I need to get, like, a decent field with the Ray Bill to juice up my guys, and then just keep you off of your Demon Commands with just tap your field down and attacking it.
I will say, this matchup, I was winning most of them with this deck, but, like, when your deck won, the way it would win was by, like if you go first and get an early Lost Soul that is just crushing, or like if you play Mist Riaz and I can't answer it, basically. Those are the 2 main ways.
And you've got like a pretty decent amount of stuff that can deal with it. Like you've got the Volcano Chargers now, the Tornado Flames, Burst Shot, Terror Pit.
Yeah, honestly, I wonder if I should have been running more Volcano Chargers, but who knows.
Yeah, maybe because, like, I guess your fire count is kind of low, but I don't think it really matters that much.
Yeah, this is also only... Actually, I guess... Yeah, I wasn't running into problems, but this was lower than I thought, actually. I feel like I had an earlier version of this deck where the fire count was higher, but now I can't remember. Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, you still got like the card draw. You got the Aqua Hulkuses,
Yeah.
Brain Serum, Energy Stream, Eureka Charger. Man, well, I feel like this was a good episode because this is the first time that like I would say like a super rogue deck comes out and just like cleanly handles it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, honestly, the decks, like, you came out and won with Rebuild Seeker of Archery.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, there's stuff in the progression series. Like, would this card be that great in regular constructed? Maybe not as much, but like in our format, it feels like it's actually just like an insanely good card in a light-oriented deck. And just because of my pack pulls, I've been kind of just like sitting on the light the whole time because that's where I have so much power in. I don't have the Balloons. I don't have the Core Isles. So like my Darkness and Water, it's like...
That's another thing. The fact that, like, I know I'm not going to be going up against Core Isle is a big help if you want to run a deck like this. Because, like, Core Isle is the main way to punish.
Yeah, like
Night of Darkness,
like kind of like how you mentioned earlier, like how the decks would get into those top decking wars. If I was playing a deck with water and it was in that situation, like that's where the Core Isles are the most insane. Where like you just set them back the whole turn, but like I just it's not an option for me. I have one Core Isle. It's not reliable enough.
Yep.
So we got next week though. It could get a little bit interesting because there's some pretty decent cards in the next set. We've got Petruva, which honestly, like, for so long, I've been waiting to just pull Petruva.
It's low-key insane. And, like, oh my god, for you, it's going to be so good. I don't know if I can use it because, like, my light is kind of bad.
Yeah. Like, for my pulls in particular, I think it would be insane. It's so good that I actually, like, took the time to calculate the odds of pulling one in 24 packs.
Oh, gee, what is it?
It ends up being pretty close to 50% to pull the super rare that you want in each set.
Okay.
Well, I've got some stuff brewing that just wasn't ready yet that there's gonna be some week I'm gonna catch you off guard like you caught me off guard with this volume, so just you wait. It might not be next week. It might not be the week after, and it might not be the week after that, but it's coming, so you better be prepared.
Well, I mean, actually, I guess Bombazar is a hollow, so maybe we won't even get it.
Yeah, that's true. If somebody pulls Bombazar, that could just blow
Bombazar
up.
comes out, I feel like anyone who pulls Bombazar, that's just what they're doing, period.
The silver lining, though, is that that's one of the 120 card sets, so your odds of getting it is less.
Yeah.
So the odds of getting, like, a decent amount of them is pretty low.
Right.
Alright, well, we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll catch you guys next time with Fatal Brood of Infinite Ruin. Peace!